to the 2023 Canon CES event. President and CEO.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much. We are grateful for the media's continued support of Canon. Our theme for CES 2023 is Limitless is More. We chose this theme because we believe Canon technology has the power to eliminate the barriers in the connections we make, the experience we create, and even the lives we live. Today, you will see how Canon is making the belief a reality through limitless communication, the imagination. Canon's innovative spirit draws the strength from our company's philosophy of Kyosei, which means all people, regardless of race, religion, or culture, harmoniously living and working together into the future. As an innovator, our ultimate role is to bring people closer together by removing the limitations of the technology. To have more meaningful connections, to experience more powerful collaborations, to enjoy more advanced perspectives, to realize more ambitious vision. At this year's CES, you'll be able to see the first hand what we mean by limitless is more. We are proud to share our newest solution for limitless communication, COCOMO. COCOMO has removed the barrier for not being able to be together physically, enable people to have more authentic interaction when they connect and communicate in the virtual reality. We are so excited to announce that COCOMO will be available next month with a special early access preview for everyone at CES 2023. Our free viewpoint solution creates limitless perspectives and creates a brand new immersive experience for sports fans. The best seat in-house is no longer in the arena, but in your own living room. It uses numerous Canon cameras to make fans feel as if they are part of the action. And to speak to how Canon's technology is changing that perspective, we are fortunate to have the special guests from the NBA and the Cleveland Cavs, who you will hear from shortly. Then we are going to take you to a place where real and virtual worlds meet with our M-Real solution. M-Real removes barriers of how you imagine and create new products and experience. This mixed reality experience from Canon shows what limitless imagination can mean for industry, education, medicine, entertainment, and more. At last year's CES, we introduced AMLOS with the help of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. AMLOS delivers limitless collaboration by leveraging Canon's pan-tilt and zoom cameras along with hand gestures. Today's hybrid work environments can be more visual, more engaging, and more effective. With AMLOS, we have removed the limitations of today's web conferencing technologies. Yes, Canon is using technology to create a world without limits, which is why for the 2023, we have partnered with the world-renowned creator who embodied the same spirit, someone who has ignored boundaries for decades. Please welcome Mr. M. Night Shyamalan. Thank you, Night, for the partnering with Canon at this year's CES. We are so excited to have you here with us.
Thank you, Kevin. Hello, everyone. Well, as you know, I'm a big fan of Canon. We use your cameras in certain shots, both on the TV show Servant and on my new film. It's also exclusively used on all the behind the scenes of all my projects. I do love the brand. I also featured your products in Servant, so I felt really lucky to have this opportunity to work with Canon here at CES.
Thank you, Knight. We couldn't have brought our CES booth to life without you. The experience is inspired by your new film coming out next month on February 3rd. Knock at the Cabin. That's the name of the movie. Right? This booth is unlike anything we have ever done before, including building an actual cabin on the floor of a CES, which is credible.
It really is. And I'm so excited that Knock at the Cabin is able to be a part of Canon's presence at CES. As we've worked to build this experience, I thought you obviously have a lot of amazing minds changing the way we tell stories. And I believe Canon will be on the forefront of the way we tell stories for years to come.
Wow, what a statement. I cannot wait to hear more about that. But for now, let us share how Canon technologies are pushing the limits of communication, collaboration, perspectives, and imagination. Knight and I will be back later, and now it's my pleasure to turn the stage over to our product expert. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Please welcome Kokomo co-creator, Canon USA, John Lawrence.
Last year, we took a trip to Malibu. The only thing missing? Your best friend. Last year, you may have been limited to a video call or video conferencing to contact your friend while you're on a trip. However, conventional technology is not enough to feel a true sense of togetherness. Just 1 year ago, we talked about software that would bring you and your families or friends a sense of togetherness rivaled only by being together physically. This year, we're excited to announce Kokomo will be available next month with a special early access preview for everyone here at CES 2023. A first-of-its-kind VR software by Canon, Kokomo brings lifelike video calling into virtual reality, a huge step in Canon's passionate journey toward limitless communication. Welcome to a brand new product and a brand new direction for Canon. Welcome to Kokomo. And I know I speak for the entire Canon family when I say how excited we are to bring Kokomo to you all so you can enjoy this next level of togetherness. Now, let me tell you about a few of Kokomo's exciting features. With Kokomo, any conversation feels a little more significant, more meaningful, and as we heard from someone who experienced early access, Kokomo felt like a real conversation. Why? Kokomo solves for real scale, seeing the entirety of your friend, family, or even coworker, making this communication head and shoulders above the rest. Or, well, maybe a leg up, your call. With no barrier of screen or frame, it feels like being with someone versus talking at someone. And you're in movie dynamic environments to help facilitate genuine conversations in a natural, interesting, and enjoyable way. Of course, you can experience your personal media too. It's all about sharing the moment, not just watching it. Kokomo is an elevated communication experience reflective of not only cutting-edge technology, but also an awareness and appreciation of human emotion. This technology virtually eliminates physical disconnect and enables people to be together wherever they are. And that's been at the heart of Kokomo from the very start, bringing people closer, connecting hearts and minds, not just eyes and ears, connecting people in a way that looks and feels authentic, providing an experience where a virtual room feels like an actual room, a real space, a real environment, a real together experience. And it's a place where you can share your favorite memories or cherished moments, your favorite cat or dog video, or your baby's first steps. Kokomo is about you. And our focus will always be on ensuring customers can communicate seamlessly and easily. And that means keeping things simple. All you need is your headset and your mobile phone. That's it. So I know we talked a lot about the emotional impact of Kokomo, so let's dive into the details. We're launching exciting and exclusive environments that'll elevate any conversation, taking users to places they've likely never been before. We have the Malibu trailer, giving you inspirational views as far as the eye can see. Or jump into the welcoming Kokomo studio, our default environment and a perfect place to have a chat or deep dive discussion. And we've enabled pass-through as an environment too. That's right, bring the caller into your space with pass-through support. Of course, this is just the beginning. What's next? More environments, new experiences. You want to head to the beach? We've got you covered with an iconic surf beach house on the North Shore of Hawaii. Looking for some tranquility? Our mountain tea house is a perfect spot. And we're continuing to develop the entire Kokomo ecosystem, including shared experiences, immersive stories, immersive films, custom environments, and more. And I know we detailed a lot in this overview of Kokomo, and you really need to see it and experience it yourself. So for those of you joining us at CES 2023, you'll have that opportunity to try Kokomo and its exciting features at the Canon booth. So stop by and give it a try. And that's not the only experience Kokomo is offering at CES. We're also giving you a ticket to the future of entertainment. Let's take a look.
I just see Adrienne just kind of standing here in this driveway here. Maybe she comes from this straight direction, but it's so open. She's much more friendly and trying to diffuse things. And then that would leave Sabrina. I think one of the things that's off-putting about the way we interact with people now, virtually, you just see a part of us. It's not being with someone. And so what's the closest version we can get to being with someone? This is what the Kokomo experience is offering. In this particular technology of Kokomo, you get to talk to the characters that are in the trailer. And so you get to go deeper into what it would feel like to be at the beginning of that story. It's amazing because I spent months and months in this forest in front of this cabin, and now I'm seeing another version of it when I put on this technology. Amazing stuff, guys.
Join us and step into our immersive movie experience through the lens of M. Night Shyamalan. A complimentary touch of terror brought to you by Kokomo and Canon. Check it out if you dare. It's gonna be great. That's my favorite. It's the Kokomo ringtone, and I've got to take that, so I'll see you all at the show.
Please welcome to the stage Senior Fellow, New Business, Canon USA, Mike Larson.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I have a question for everyone. How many sports fans do we have in the room? Raise your hand. Sports, just about everyone likes sports. It brings us together, and it's something that has a special place in our lives. So how many of you have ever sat front row at a major sporting event, say like an NBA game? Anybody? Raise your hand. That's kind of what I thought. A few of you, but not too many. Well, let me tell you, the view is amazing, but it's also a little expensive. What if you could have that front row perspective when watching from home? What if you could do even better? Actually travel inside the game you love, sharing the unique perspectives of your favorite player, seeing the game through their eyes, or even through the eyes of the player that's trying to stop them. That is limitless perspectives, and that's what Canon's free viewpoint system is bringing to the game. We are revolutionizing fandom, giving the viewer unprecedented control of what, who, and how they watch, removing limits to the viewing experience. We've been working with the NBA to test this amazing technology, and systems are installed in 2 NBA arenas, including Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, the home of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Please take a look at this video. What do you think? To hear more about this passion for new perspectives and the exciting business applications for free viewpoint system, please help me welcome to the stage 3 innovators for a brief discussion. First, from the NBA, Executive Vice President of Media Operations and Technology, Mr. Steve Hellman. From the Cleveland Cavaliers, Executive Vice President and Chief Information Officer, Mr. Mike Conley. And to moderate our discussion, Senior Vice President of Sports Innovation Lab, Mr. David Cole.
I think to break the ice, I'm gonna have to get a Canon high-definition camera for my next headshot. Really looking forward to the conversation today around how free viewpoint technology is really changing the way fans are consuming content. And really through the lens of this technology is being deployed today in Cleveland and in Brooklyn, and is really a foundation for the future of how the NBA is going to be engaging with fans. I'd like to really start off the conversation through the lens of the fan and audience perspective. And so if you think about how Sports Innovation Lab has been conducting research for the last 5 years and analyzing fan data, and what came out of that is this concept of a fluid fan. And a fluid fan is a fan that is open to change, empowered to choose, and continuously evolving. And now think about it as really core technology is driving this choice and change. And so with that, technology is being deployed today in Cleveland. And Mike, your role there as a Chief Technology Officer and working through the departments and really thinking through how is this creating value for the fans and ultimately for your sponsors. Love to hear you talk about that.
Yeah, no, it's, first of all, it's great to be here. The free viewpoint system that we have in Cleveland, we've actually branded C-View. And the theme for this conference is perfect because limitless perspectives is exactly what the technology provides. As a sports technologist, our responsibility is always to try to figure out ways to bring fans closer and closer to the action. Fans want to be provided a perspective that's very unique and different. And for years, most generations only know a 2D perspective that is fixed and directed to them by somebody that is producing the event. And what this technology is now allowing us to do is provide limitless perspectives and put the control back into the user's hands where they can get points of view on the athleticism of what's happening on the floor. We can really place them right in the middle of the action as it happens with very, very low latency for delivery. It just opens up a huge path of opportunity, but more importantly, I think it's already starting to become expected for the next generation of viewers because of all the immersive technology they have at their fingertips now. So, as we look at this opportunity, it's all about figuring out ways to grow the fan base, to do new and exciting opportunities to our fan base, and C-View and the free viewpoint technology has done that for us. The really unique thing too is we think about technology within the organization. We also have the responsibility to figure out ways that we can bring our sponsors and our partners along for the ride. And this provides us a brand new platform to really natively integrate our partners into the experience like never before. And one of the things I'd love for everybody here to see is kind of how our sponsor team is actually approaching that and really looking at this as an exciting opportunity for them to take to market.
We're excited about Seed just because it is so new and it resonates so much with the younger demographic, the video game generation, the kids who are playing 2K, the kids who are interested in the metaverse. So it gives us an opportunity to kind of speak to them and allow them brand to live in that space. So with CView, it provides us with the means to do so and create a campaign and a platform around it that can cross over between digital and broadcast and in-game and provide them with a holistic opportunity to partner with us. So we can maximize the revenue also through the virtual advertising where you can organically integrate the partner's brand into the environment. So whether that's through a ribbon or through the entire wall of the environment, it gives you that 2K-like feel where the brand lives inside that virtual environment, and it allows us to integrate that brand in a way that presents them properly.
So that's a great tee up for what's happening today. Steve, you've spent a career thinking about media innovation and have really been part of Free Viewpoint from its inception. And now you've seen it actually deployed, ready for prime time in Cleveland with the Cavs and Brooklyn with the Nets. How do you think about what you're seeing today, and then ultimately, how does this play into your vision of what are the fans going to be seeing 5 years from now?
Yeah, so I first saw, when I saw Canon Free Viewpoint, I really saw an end game for sports in terms of, we'll get to the visuals, but in terms of data collection. So we've been doing player tracking in the NBA since 2004. The NFL has tags in the shoulder pads. The NHL uses a different system. But with volumetric capture, right, you have the ability to, on an automated basis, look forward to generating statistics. Not only knowing when the basket was made, but if it was a layup, or if it was a floater, a jump shot, a dunk, right? It's all the data's there, it's present for player health and well-being. You could monitor a player's gait after a big event, after he lands on 1 foot at the end of the basket. There's all kinds of into video games, right? Into refereeing. So volumetric capture is really an end game. So I really see the future that every sports venue will have a set of cameras, to capture volumetric data. Now, now on to the future of visuals. Visually, obviously, we've all lived through SD to HD to 4K, right? But but we've also lived through 3D, right? And into VR, right? So what we've seen is that VR is very problematical in sports because of the lack of convergence, right? But as soon as you get to a type of VR that is based on data that is volumetrically captured, right? Like a video game, right? Your brain kind of releases from its ears and you actually enter the environment and you can relax and watch it. And that's the experience that you have with the VR that I think you can stay after the show and see. But it's an amazing breakthrough because for the first time, you can actually relax inside of a sporting event and watch and really appreciate camera angles that are absolutely otherwise, unachievable.
Oh, and the data and the way that environment is actually built is putting the fan closer to the game compared to any other point in time in history. And what's really unique about it, and what Canon is solved for, is a low latency delivery of that information. So not only can you be able to take advantage of that in a real-time environment, but also on demand with all the petabytes of data that have been gathered over the past year and a half using the system. We can go back in and recreate environments inside the game that we can bring the fans into, long term. Or we can create new emerging ways to look at broadcast, right? Where, we have fly-through operators that are sitting in a trailer for every one of our productions.
They did what they did when they did it, what they saw. and there's no other system that can provide video.
Well, let's bring it back to today. And we were talking earlier this morning about the demo or experiential event that you did and actually watching kids putting the headset on and how they react. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's, you know, that's the best part of deploying a new technology, a new concept, because you get to watch the reaction firsthand in real time when somebody experiences it. And this technology really does have to be experienced. And we were able to bring this to what we call our social zone inside our venue, where the fans were able to come up, put on the headset, and demo the perspective that you just saw on the screens there. And what was really unique, the younger generations already get it. They're already expecting that, because they're doing that through gaming, they're doing that through, you know, the Oculus and all the other technology that's been out there. But being able to see the older generations also put it on, there's nothing, you know, funnier than watching a 74-year-old man get down and try to, you know, play defend defense against, you know, a Pacers offensive player, and literally, you know, giving them an experience that in their lifetime they never thought they would have. And these are people that have been watching the game for so long, now finally getting to experience it in a very real way.
So Steve, we also talked about the power of the handheld device, the phone, and you're doing some pretty amazing work with the NBA app and thinking through, you know, how is this additional content and additional streams of really new choice for your fans in the future. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it absolutely provides a completely original, different environment, you know, to watch a player, you know, have a spectacular game and to see what he was seeing on the court, and also to actually flip the camera around and see what the defender was seeing as the player came out, right? You can see it from both perspectives. And that's something that we can never get the cameras close enough to see that.
It's segue into Mike, and you've been with Canon your career. You've worked through a lot of different technologies. You're working now with Free Viewpoint, and you're seeing what's happening today in how is the imaging market really evolving. And Canon, you know, I'd love to hear your perspective on that.
Yeah, I mean, with Canon, it's always really been about the image and providing devices that amazing creators can tell stories. And up until now, it's been the person behind the lens basically telling the story and the person watching it being able to interpret it. But now, having the person watching it also be able to control how they view it is really, it's amazing how it's really just tied together. So for us, we're just so excited that we could be part of this industry and work with such legendary people as all of you. And we're really looking forward to working with the NBA and the Cavs and other teams that we're involved with and other parts of the industry to work to develop business models and commercialize this technology and bring it to space.
That's great. And the fan really started up today. I think it's important to acknowledge that there's a lot of very talented, smart people that are working around this, both partners and at Canon. So congratulations.
So thank you guys. The panel is done. So Steve and Mike, thank you so much for joining us today. And David, thank you so much for moderating the panel. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So to wrap up, as you can see, there really is no shortage for enthusiasm for what Free Viewpoint can bring to the table, and where we go from here is truly limitless. Thank you all so much for joining us. We invite you to experience this game-changing technology for yourselves at our booth at CES. Through our partnership with the amazing M. Night Shyamalan, you'll see how limitless perspectives doesn't just apply to live sports. It's also changing the game in the production studio, and it's like nothing you've ever seen before. So please don't miss it, and I'll see you there. Thank you, everyone.
Please welcome Kokomo co-creator and mixed reality project advisor, Canon USA, Jason McWilliams.
As an amazing journey. It might begin with a few scribbles in a cocktail napkin while sitting on an airplane, or you might embark on that journey with a collaborator. But the exciting path of that idea, from conception to visualization, is paved with visualization. No longer do you need to rely heavily on software models that lack context, or wait long periods of time for costly prototypes. M-Reel is your journey's upgrade to first class. You can now see, experience, interact, and collaborate in ways previously only imagined. Because with M-Reel, limitless is more. This technology, now in market research phase, is unlike anything Canon has ever done before. A premium visualizer that solves for limits of scale, perception, analysis, and participation. It makes visualization as limitless as imagination itself. M-Reel can take us places we've never been before, like inside the mind of a creator. Let me show you what I mean. With M-Reel, you can conduct your meetings with style, orchestrate something truly unique, work together in perfect harmony with others. Thank you. While the creative possibilities of M-Reel are truly limitless, what I'd like to focus on are some of its business and industrial applications. M-Reel can be used in product design, human-machine interface, and ergonomics, assembly line layout and optimization, and training to deliver a deeper level of understanding. So, what allows Canon to transcend previous VR limitations? Well, first of all, accuracy. The fidelity of our images is second to none and ensures objects appear right where they belong with proper scale and positioning. Additionally, our colors and clarity, applying Canon imaging technology, is more representative of true life. We are leveraging the power of computing, giving M-Reel the capability to handle larger assemblies and more complex models than ever before. With M-Reel, we want you to use the tools you love, and we encourage modelers and designers to do just that. We're seeking to accommodate more platforms, CAD systems, AEC tools, because once it's available to everyone, we want it to work for you. This product is one of the lightest and most comfortable head-mounted displays Canon has ever made. It allows you to adjust IPD, display height, and offers more precise viewing angles for an accurate and personalized fit. As we understand, during extended wearing sessions, comfort is key. So now, let's take it for a test drive. Let me give you a sneak peek at a case study where our technology is able to fuse physical space with computer graphics precisely. Now I'm in a realm where I can see this car, a beautiful car, and I can also see my hands. I can change the color to my preference. Which one do I like? I like that one. Let me go ahead and step on inside. I'll open the door. Beautiful. Let me have a seat. I can observe the world around me. Oh, hi there. Notice the sleek lines, top of the line features. I'm talking about M-Reel, not the car, although that's really nice too. Ooh, hear that? That's the sound of an amazing journey. And that's the feel of limitless imagination. Thank you. And you'll be able to experience M-Reel firsthand at our booth in a totally different creative expression. Believe me, you won't want to miss it. Thanks, I'll see you there.
Please welcome Advisor, New Business and Strategic Planning, Canon USA, Kohei Maeda.
Oh,
Good to see you all today. I'm very excited to talk about Amos, a 2023 CES Best of Innovation Award winner. And I'm also so excited that Canon is partnering with one of the greatest filmmakers, M. Night Shyamalan. So speaking about filmmaking, do you happen to know who invented cinema? Most people think it was Thomas Edison. He did invent the peephole kinetoscope, but it was actually Augustin Louis Lumière who took that technology, added projection, and became the father of cinema. Same technology, different possibilities. This is the same approach Canon took when developing Amos. We leveraged our expertise in imaging to change the game for the creative collaboration. Amos, which stands for Activate My Line of Sight, is a visual online collaboration solution, bringing a more natural collaborative experience to today's creative process. It was created by Canon in direct response to the immediate shift to hybrid collaboration during the pandemic, and the pain points associated with blending the digital and the physical world. Amos produces multiple high-res video streams from a single camera, giving remote collaborators unparalleled flexibility in what they see in the workplace. It provides individualized views with no special application required. But that's not all. Simple to use hand gesture allow participants to guide the camera from within the room, enabling a more engaging hybrid experience. And since you don't have to be at your computer, it allows for freedom of movement, promoting greater productivity. Limitless collaboration. Last year, less than 12 months from initial development, we tested Amos in a writer's room led by renowned actor and creator, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. We chose a writer's room because they are known for visual collaboration, the exchange of ideas, shared storyboards, and the character design. And we are able to create an amazing animated short film with people from all over the world. Following our success in the hybrid writers room, we've had so much demand from various vertical markets with creative collaboration needs. Creative agencies, manufacturing, marketing, and the medical field. We even use it ourselves for brainstorming sessions when creating Canon CES booths. The excitement for the future is being echoed by actual Amos users across the business spectrum. And there is no greater opportunity than in the world of education. It's with great pleasure that I introduce Assistant Professor Milton Santiago from Syracuse University's Newhouse School of Public Communications. Thank you, Milton, for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So, could you tell me, how did you learn about Amos?
I first learned about Amos last year at NAB. I was immediately impressed and blown away by it, and a little bit envious that I didn't have a tool like Amos during the pandemic when most of us in education were struggling to do our jobs virtually.
Yeah, and that was a really great, meeting with us. And then we had a couple of meetings after that, and then you actually started using Amos for your class. So could you tell me how actually you use Amos in your class?
Yes, I do. So our use case was a little bit non-traditional. In other words, we didn't use the standard remote collaboration aspects of Amos. What we did was we brought Amos into the classroom in real time. The team gave us the ability to use the PTZ camera and also get a feed from a Cinema EOS camera live fed into the interface. What I would then do is I created a lighting lesson, and using gesturing and spotlights, the spotlight tool, I was able to live capture specific parts of the lesson that I wanted students to lock in on. On the student side, on their laptops, the students could simultaneously see the live feed of the lesson, as well as see these screen captures and have complete control over the way that they were looking at the information, which I think really accelerated their retention of cinematography principles.
Great. And then what feedback are you hearing from your students?
The students loved it. They loved the interactivity, the immersiveness, the control of being able to pick and choose what they were able to see at any given moment in the lesson.
it sort of acted like a layer of augmented reality for them, which I think really allowed us to cover a lot of ground much quicker and more effectively.
Great, thank you so much. So then, what's next for AMLOS?
Well, we hope to continue to use AMLOS to remain on the cutting edge of teaching visual communication, but we're also very open at exploring how other disciplines might be positively impacted by using AMLOS to improve classroom pedagogy.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you. Much like Milton found a new value for AMLOS in education, we found ways to revolutionize the entire cinema experience here at CES 2023. And we were able to create a brand new movie experience. Just imagine a legendary storyteller giving the audience the control over what they will see. They can, with AMLOS. I don't want to give you too much away, but if you've ever wanted to sit in the director's chair of a major motion picture, the opportunity is waiting for you at our Canon booth, courtesy of M. Night Shyamalan and AMLOS. Come see where AMLOS lives, at the nexus of creativity and limitless collaboration. Thank you.
Please welcome back to the stage the President and CEO of Canon Americas, Mr. Kevin Ogawa.
As you've seen today, Canon is using technology to create a world without limits and deliver more for people everywhere. Canon couldn't ask for a better way to demonstrate this by the partnering with M. Night Shyamalan to create our CES booth experience all through the lens of a night's new movie that is coming out the February 3rd. Knock at the Cabin. Before I continue, I'd love to show you what we have a partner with M. Night Shyamalan to create for Canon's booth at CES 2023. Please enjoy the video. Night's film, Knock at the Cabin, is a story of a family in an impossible situation, faced with an impossible choice. Canon's booth is modeled after the film, and our technology plays a key role in creating an immersive and exciting experience. Using Canon's Kokomo technology, booth visitors can interact with the characters from the film, ask them questions, and get a real-time response. You heard earlier from the NBA and the Cleveland Cavs how Canon's free viewpoint technology is creating limitless perspectives. At CES, we are using free viewpoint in a creative way. Visitors to our booth can experience a crucial moment in the story from multiple characters' point of view. They can feel the terror of running for their life, the suspense of chasing someone, or simply of being a grasshopper. You'll see what I mean in the booth. By using Canon's M-Real technology, visitors to our booth are not only watching a breaking scene from a Knock at the Cabin, they will be able to feel as if they are a character in the movie. And with AMLOS, visitors to our booth can connect with a person inside the cabin to investigate what happened. You can explore the cabin, find clues, and focus on details that you might miss in a traditional movie watching experience. A lot of time, energy, and thought went into creating this experience for our guests. at CES. I need to thank M. Night Shyamalan for the supporting Canon with this amazing booth experience. I'm going to ask him to please join me again on stage. Night? Yeah, thank you for joining me again, Night.
Thank you, Kevin, and hello, everybody, again.
Yeah, your film, Knock at the Cabin, is coming out next month, February 3rd. Can you share any spoilers?
No, I can't share any spoilers, but fortunately, we worked together to create an environment unlike anything I've ever seen, so that everyone here at CES can use Canon technology to experience Knock at the Cabin for themselves. It's gonna be great. Most people have probably never experienced anything like what they'll see at the Canon booth. It's an amazing combination of creativity, collaboration, and tech all coming together for this mega and immersive movie-going experience. I'm so excited to be a part of it.
People still have to wait a few more weeks before they can watch Knock at the Cabin. But they can get a small taste of it here at the CES.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Knight, for joining us in what is bound to be an amazing CES.
Thank you for having me, Kevin. I can't wait for everybody to check out the experience.
Me too. And I also, can't wait to watch your, the new film, the next month. Thank you again, Knight. I'd like to also thank our special guests who joined us today from the NBA, the Cleveland Cavs, Sports Innovation Lab, and the Syracuse University. And a big thank you to our Canon experts who will join all together on the stage. Okay, thank you, Nate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Good job.